Hi everybody, and welcome back to my garden. So today I'm up at the farm garden to spend a couple days working on these crazy pumpkins, and to try to just see what needs to be picked and what doesn't need to be picked. So that's what we're going to do here today. I'll give you a really quick tour because things have really grown in the last 3 weeks, and then we'll get to work. Let me do a real quick garden tour for you guys. First of all, the flowers. Let's talk about these flowers. You know I always like to talk about flowers. The zinnias are huge here too, as they are at home. These, I'm going to have to look through my marigold seeds and see what these are called, because these are just stunning. These marigolds, they're like little pops of orange fluorescent in your garden. And zinnias, lots of buds on these. The bees are just loving these flowers. Everything is buzzing with activity. Oops, I'm in your light. So yeah, these zinnias, they're just, yeah, that was good. I'm in your light. Just bright, bright colors. Yeah, they're one of my favorite flowers in the garden. This is basil. I gotta take care of that. Cucumbers, pickling cucumbers here that we have canned 35 quarts of pickles so far this year, and they're still going. Some more zinnias, more cosmos. Just beautiful flowers. Look at these. And then that's those same marigolds. Maybe I'll do a video with just showing all the different marigolds that I have. And then tomatoes. You recently saw those in a video. Lots of green tomatoes. A few ripe ones, but not very many. When they eventually do start ripening, we're going to hit the mother lode here. More flowers and peppers. And then this here is all pumpkins, winter squash, and within there are some watermelons. So yeah, they're just taking over. This is patty pan squash. So you see them in there? These are really good. I haven't had patty pan since I was little. My mom used to grow them. I think they're one of those plants that people don't grow much anymore. Kind of like, what is that one my brother likes? I can't think of it. Huge plants. I don't know how to tell you how big they are, because I'm holding the camera by myself. They're huge. They got to be 6 feet across. That's how big they are. And that was just some random plant that I bought at the farmer's market. Onions are doing pretty good. We're starting to get some bulbing ones down here at this end. It's starting to get some nice size to them. This variety, whatever this is, let's see, is this a tag? These are called candy over here. They're not quite bulbing yet. And these ones are bulbing. Go around and rim them all. So, yeah, I mean, we lost a lot of them because it was so hot and dry when we first planted them. But the ones we do have are doing great. Turn around here. This is a zucchini and the zephyr squash. This big, huge plant here is zephyr. Boy, talk about a good producing plant. This one is just fantastic. I mean, I've never seen such beautiful plants. Again, about 6 feet across. Wait, let me measure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, about 6.5 feet that plant is across. And it's waist high on me. Producing tons. Yellow zucchini, producing tons. The green zucchini, not producing quite as much. This is another zephyr squash. This is green zucchini. And the yellow zucchini, look at this, just producing tons. So then we come to the sunflowers. They have gotten really big. They were probably about as tall as me last time I was here. So in 3 weeks, like this one here is probably 7 feet tall, maybe taller. So yeah, they're really getting big. So this one, I was correct. Hold on a second. Last time I was up here, this one was not blooming. And this is called a teddy bear sunflower. Isn't that the coolest thing ever? These are only about 3 feet tall. But it's so cool. And this is, I'll have to look at my seed packets, and if I can find the names for these, I will let you know. This big one over here is called Lemon Queen. There's another one over there. See that big one there? And these are just stunning. I mean, they're more stunning when they've got all their petals, but yeah, they're just stunning. I think I'm going to cut some of these and take them home in a big vase. So as we walk down the north side, you can see the pumpkins are trying to get, the watermelons are trying to get away from the pumpkins. And they're doing pretty good. This is a nice one. So that's about, 8 inches. That one there. We've got more in the jungle, but yeah. And then sweet corn. Oh, we had a storm last night. There was a couple stalks that fell over. So we had our first harvest of sweet corn. It was delicious. These ears are ready to be picked. We've got some really nice ears on here. It's just so tender and very sweet. Really good. So I can see some storm damage in here. No, that's not storm damage. That's pumpkin damage. Oh my God, you guys. So do you guys know if the deer will eat I know they'll eat the pumpkins. Will they bother them or not? Because I'm thinking of planting the pumpkins next year out here. Because they can just run wild out there. You know, we'll dig some holes and throw some of that fish compost in there and let them go. But yeah, I don't know if there's a garden big enough to contain them. You know, beyond here, because they're really just going everywhere. So I want to ask you about something. So I've got this is winter squash, watermelons. Yeah, it's just a royal mess. But I've got these. And I'm thinking these are pumpkins. Because I didn't plant those. All my pumpkins were round. So I don't know what that is. If you know what it is, let me know. Here's a Moon and Stars watermelon. Can you see it? I don't think you can see it. Right there. There's a Moon and Stars watermelon. The spaghetti squash in here. They're huge. Huge. And every one is like that. So there's butternut squash in here that are literally 2 feet long. I'll see if I can find some. Here's another one of those pumpkins. Huge. I mean, they're kind of cool if you're growing ornamental pumpkins. Here's cantaloupe next to my foot. There's 2 of them there. More spaghetti squash. More spaghetti squash. I think I only put 1 spaghetti squash plant in. That's like a normal size spaghetti squash. Dogs in the garden. Oh, here it is. So here, a pumpkin. I have no idea what that is. Look at this thing. I don't know how to give you a size reference. Put my hand on it. So here's my hand. Okay, maybe not 2 feet. Maybe closer to foot, a little over 1.5 feet. Yeah, and they're everywhere in here. I planted 1 butternut squash plant. They're everywhere in here. I don't know if this is because, there's another one in there, because this was fallow land for years. I'm kind of committed here to get through here. And it's just so fertile, I don't know. But these pumpkins are just, and the squash are just everywhere. Because if you look over here, here's spaghetti squash way over here. Here's another one. And another one. You guys, it's unbelievable. I said spaghetti, I meant butternut squash. So, we're going to have a lot of winter squash this year. A lot of butternut squash soup. Here's watermelons. There's this variety. Now, I bought these from Pine Tree Seeds, so I'm not going to promise what variety they are. Here's another one of these squashes. I don't know what that is. It's probably a butternut squash. So in amidst here is watermelons. We've got several of them. So that is what I'm dealing with. So what haven't I shown you? I think that's it. All right, so we're gonna go do those potatoes and pick some sweet corn and pick the few tomatoes that are ripe, and I will show you that when I'm all done.